In this Japanese village, almost no one gets Alzheimer's. While millions worldwide forget their children's names, these 90-year-olds remember everything. While nursing homes overflow with confused elders who can't recognize their own families, 100-year-olds here still run businesses, teach dance classes, and care for great-grandchildren without missing a beat. Scientists spent 50 years trying to crack the code. They tested every food. They analyzed the genes. They measured blood pressure, cholesterol, brain scans, every possible variable imaginable. What they finally discovered wasn't a miracle pill, wasn't a superfood you can order online, wasn't lucky DNA that the rest of us simply don't have. It was one daily habit that costs absolutely nothing, and you've almost certainly never heard of it. Here's the part that should terrify you. This habit is so ridiculously simple that most people dismiss it completely. Yet peer-reviewed research shows it cuts dementia risk by 36%. That's more powerful than any Alzheimer's drug ever tested in clinical trials. If your memory has been slipping lately and you're pretending not to notice, if you've watched a parent struggle to remember your name while looking right at you, if that quiet fear about your own future keeps you awake at night, the next few minutes could genuinely change everything. Before we dive in, has Alzheimer's touched your family? Drop a comment right now. I need to know who's really watching this. Number 1. The shocking statistics. The village is Okinawa, Japan, a chain of islands at the southern tip of the country. One of only 5 blue zones on Earth, where humans consistently live past 100 with their minds intact. But forget lifespan for a moment. Focus on brain span. Okinawans have significantly lower dementia rates compared to Western populations. Let that sink in completely. While 1 in 3 seniors over age 85 is affected by Alzheimer's, Okinawans stay mentally sharp, decade after decade after decade. Their 102-year-olds still balance checkbooks without calculators. Their 97-year-olds still teach traditional dance to young students. Their 94-year-olds still negotiate complex business deals from memory. The Okinawa Centenarian Study has examined over 1,000 centenarians since 1975. Researchers call their mental clarity remarkable, even at ages most Westerners never reach. But here's what proves this isn't genetic luck. When Okinawans move to America and adopt Western lifestyles, they lose these advantages within just 1 generation. Same exact genes, completely different outcomes. Something in how they live, not who they are, protects their brains like invisible armor. Number 2. The 3 red herrings. Scientists naturally assumed diet explained everything. It seemed obvious. And the Okinawan diet is genuinely remarkable. 67% of their daily calories come from purple sweet potatoes, not the orange variety you find in American stores. These purple potatoes are packed with 150% more antioxidants than blueberries. They drink green tea every single day without exception. A 2014 study published in PLOS found that daily green tea consumption was associated with 68% lower odds of cognitive decline. They cook with turmeric in almost every meal. The curcumin compound actually crosses the blood-brain barrier and fights inflammation directly where it matters most, inside your skull. But here's the unexpected twist that puzzled researchers for years. Okinawans eating perfectly traditional diets and those eating slightly modified versions showed nearly identical brain protection rates. Diet clearly mattered enormously, but something else mattered even more. If you're already rethinking your morning routine based on this, smash that like button right now. The real secret is coming up next. They investigated exercise patterns next. Okinawans move constantly throughout their days, gardening for hours, walking everywhere, getting up from floor-sitting positions dozens of times daily. Their bodies stay remarkably strong into old age, but physically active people all around the world still develop Alzheimer's at high rates. Exercise alone wasn't the complete answer either. What about genetics then? Maybe these islanders simply won the DNA lottery at birth. Scientists tested this theory exhaustively over decades. The conclusion was definitive. Okinawan DNA isn't particularly special for longevity or brain health. Their protection travels with their lifestyle choices, not their chromosomes. 3 obvious answers, all frustratingly incomplete. So what actually shields these aging brains from decline? Number 3. The real secret. After 5 decades of intensive research across thousands of subjects, one factor predicted mental clarity better than anything else scientists measured. Not breakfast choices, not step counts, not vitamin levels or supplement stacks. Whether someone had something called Ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese word that roughly translates to your reason to wake up, your deep purpose. The thing that pulls you out of bed in the morning, even when every muscle in your body wants to stay under those warm covers. Think of your brain like a muscle that needs daily exercise. Without purpose, neural pathways weaken like biceps you never use. They shrivel, they disconnect, they fade. But with genuine purpose driving you forward, those pathways stay strong, connected, constantly firing. This isn't just beautiful philosophy. The hard scientific data is absolutely staggering. A landmark 2022 study published in the Lancet Regional Health, one of the world's most respected medical journals, tracked thousands of Japanese adults over several years. The results shocked even the researchers. People with strong Ikigai had 36% lower risk of developing dementia. Not 5%, not 10%. 36% reduction from something that costs absolutely nothing and requires no doctor's prescription. The same study found 31% lower risk of physical disability, significantly reduced depression rates, higher life satisfaction scores across every single measure tested. Here's what actually happens inside your skull when you have real purpose. Purpose keeps your brain actively engaged day after day. Neural networks that would otherwise shrivel from disuse stay active and firing. Cortisol, the stress hormone that slowly kills brain cells over years, drops significantly. Chronic inflammation, now directly linked to Alzheimer's development, decreases throughout your entire system. Purpose literally rewires your brain chemistry for long-term protection. Quick question, and be completely honest with yourself. Do you have something that makes you feel genuinely essential every single morning? Something truly worth waking up for? Tell me in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious what drives you. Number 4. Why Okinawans never lose it. Here's the discovery that shocked researchers most during their 5 decades of study. The concept of retirement as Western cultures know it traditionally didn't exist in Okinawan culture. Let that sink in completely. People work, contribute, and stay meaningfully engaged until their final breath on this earth. That 102-year-old man with prize bulls? Those animals are his Ikigai. He wakes at dawn to care for them. They depend on him. He matters. The 97-year-old dance teacher? Her students give her purpose every single week. The 94-year-old businessman? His legacy and reputation drive him forward daily. They don't retire from life like Westerners do. They remain essential until the very end. But here's the crucial insight. Ikigai doesn't work in isolation. Okinawans built an entire lifestyle system that amplifies and supports it. From early childhood, every Okinawan joins a group called moai, 5 to 7 people who commit to meeting weekly for their entire lives. Some moai groups have gathered consistently for over 90 years straight. Same friends, same deep commitment, every single week without fail. Loneliness is now recognized as a major dementia risk factor by researchers worldwide. A 2020 study published in the Journals of Gerontology found that lonely people had 40% increased dementia risk compared to those with strong social connections. Moai eliminates loneliness entirely. Okinawans are literally never truly alone in life. They also practice an ancient habit called hara hachibu, a phrase they recite before every single meal. It means eat until you are only 80% full, then stop. This simple practice results in consuming roughly 1,800 calories daily, far less than typical Western consumption. Modern research confirms that caloric restriction activates longevity genes and actively protects neurons from damage. Okinawans have been practicing intermittent caloric restriction for centuries without any fancy terminology. And natural movement is constant throughout their days. Floor sitting and getting up builds leg strength and balance that most Westerners completely lose by age 50. Gardening provides hours of gentle outdoor exercise. Walking connects communities together. But remember this crucial point. These supporting habits only work powerfully because Ikigai sits at the center of everything. Purpose gives you compelling reason to eat well, stay connected, keep moving forward. Without purpose, even the best habits eventually fade away. With genuine purpose, healthy behaviors become completely automatic. Number 5. How to find your Ikigai. So how do you discover yours? Okinawans don't manufacture purpose artificially. It emerges from 4 honest questions. First, what makes time disappear? What activity absorbs you so completely that hours feel like minutes? Second, what skill do people seek you for? What do friends, family, or colleagues consistently ask your help with? Third, what problem could you help solve? What need in the world could your unique combination of passion and skill address? Fourth, what could sustain you? How might your answers to the first 3 questions generate income or meaningful exchange? Your Ikigai lives where these 4 circles overlap. It doesn't require grandeur. The 102-year-old's Ikigai is simply his bulls. One centenarian said her purpose was holding her great-great-granddaughter. That child was reason enough to keep living. Purpose can be as simple as being needed by someone you love. Tonight, write your answers. Look for connections. What emerges might surprise you completely. Number 6. The brain protection formula. Here's what decades of research prove beyond doubt. Alzheimer's isn't random bad luck. It isn't genetic destiny you can't escape. Lifestyle factors play an enormous role, far larger than most doctors acknowledge. The Okinawans demonstrate what brain protection actually looks like. It starts with purpose, Ikigai, something that makes tomorrow worth reaching. It's amplified by connection, real relationships lasting decades, people who notice your absence immediately. It's reinforced by movement, not gym memberships. Life designed around natural physical activity. It's fueled by real food, plants, fish, tea, turmeric, minimal processing, minimal sugar. One more question before we finish. What surprised you most today? The 36% number, the no retirement culture, the Moai groups? Drop your answer below. I read every single comment. Number 7. Your action plan. Let me give you exactly what to do starting tonight. Step 1. Answer the 4 Ikigai questions. What absorbs you? What skill do others seek? What problem could you solve? What could sustain you? The overlap is your purpose. Step 2. Build your Moai. Find 3 to 5 people committed to meeting regularly. Not casual acquaintances, real friends who show up consistently. Step 3. Move naturally. Garden, walk. Sit on floors occasionally. Make movement part of life, not a scheduled chore. Step 4. Eat like Okinawans. More plants, more fish, green tea, turmeric. Stop eating before you're stuffed. Step 5. Never retire from life. Stay engaged. Stay essential. Stay curious. The day you stop contributing is when decline accelerates. That 36% dementia reduction from having Ikigai? More powerful than most pharmaceutical interventions ever tested. Available to everyone regardless of age or income. You don't have to move to Japan. Don't have to overhaul everything overnight. You just have to find your reason. Final challenge. What might your Ikigai be? What's worth waking up for tomorrow? Drop it in the comments right now. I want to hear your answer. If this transformed how you think about brain health, the next video takes it further. There's one ancient oil Okinawans used that science now calls the inflammation killer. It's been used for over 2,000 years. It's famous for curing everything except death, and most people use it completely wrong. Watch next. The 10 biggest black seed oil benefits you've been missing for years and how to use it right. Click now. Your brain will thank you.